We're going to be talking about the establishment of the colonies today. And there are four major reasons why these colonies have been established. The first one are religious reasons. The second one is economic reason. The next one is political, and social reasons is your last. We'll use this acronym of REPS throughout this year in learning about these colonies. Let's talk about your religious reasons for the English colonies. The Pilgrims, the Quakers, the Puritans, and the Catholics all created communities that were self-governed. The Penn colony, set up by William Penn in present-day Pennsylvania, was basically a social experiment in the possibility of equality and citizens involved in the government. However, disagreements between colonial religious leaders often led to the formation of various other colonies, like Rhode Island and I believe Delaware as well. Your economic reasons for the English colonies. We wanted to increase trade and markets for English exports. The idea of mercantilism pops back up again in these economic reasons because in the colonies, the mother country or England takes raw materials from the colony or us, and they make a product and then sell that product back to the colony at a higher price. And so it's like they're double dipping here. They get the raw material in the first place for either free or very little money, and then they make something with it and then sell that thing made with our raw materials back to us. It's kind of a lose-lose situation for the colonies. And really, the colonies are seen as simply a source of raw materials. One thing that did attract colonists is the vast availability of land. There was so much land over here for so little money that many colonists were attracted for that, because with land came money. You were able to support your family and sell some products to other people for profit. And there was still the belief that gold and silver was abundant in the Americas. They just didn't know where. They ended up finding some in California in 1840s, but it wasn't until then that there was any truth to gold and silver being in the Americas. The political reasons for the English colonies. Competition between European nations encouraged colonization in North America. At one point, the French, the English, and the Spanish all had very secure strongholds on parts of North America. And having those lands meant money for the mother countries. It also meant power for those mother countries. Charters were granted to companies, and what I mean by companies is just groups of people wanting to establish a colony. And these European monarchs just had money to fund these colonial endeavors, and it was a time of kind of a mass exodus from Europe over to the colonies to establish a colony for themselves. Some social reasons. For the English colonies, there was always the opportunity for adventure. There's always the opportunity for adventure for woodsmen and hunters in England. They would be paid lots of money to come over to this new world and see what they could find here, lead expeditions and so on. There was also the opportunity for personal prestige or fame here. And owning land always allowed for social mobility because it allowed you to gain money, and money meant power in individual basis and as a country basis as well. So as we discuss the establishment of the colonies, it is for religious, economic, political, and social reasons.